Hey guys, Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Rin Okumura Was in My Hero Academia. This is part 9. In the last part, Ren just recovered from the, USJ attack and actually went on a, small date with Ibarra from Ibarra Shirazu from Class 1B. Not only that, he also trained to control his quirk more, with Shoto declaring war on not just Izuku, but also Rin. And with that said, let's get into this. Right after that, they soon enter the arena where everyone cheers for class 1A, and they're so hyped. As Izuku feels a little bit nervous, as Ren tells him, "Come on, man, get a hold of yourself. We got this, don't you think?" As Izuku says, "Yeah, thanks, but still, it is quite overwhelming." Soon after, everyone arrives in the center of the stadium. Midnight soon calls for Bakugo to come to the top of the podium since he was the one who got the highest score during the entry exam and being the first year's class representative. As Ren says, surprising somebody like him would be that, as Izuku saying, well, he did get first place during the entrance exam, so it kind of makes sense, don't you think? After that, Bakugo soon gives out the speech saying, well, I'm just going to say I'm going to win this. As everyone hears this and basically boos at, Bakugo, is Ida saying, what? Why would you say that? Now everyone here is going to be gunning for you and also us. As Bakugo says, it's not my fault that you're all stepping stones for me. I'm going to beat each and every last one of you. After that, Izuku soon says, the old Kachan would probably laugh it off if he was joking. As Rin says, yeah, he's really taking this seriously. As he soon looks at his sword and thinks to himself, I gotta take this seriously too. Soon puts his sword on his side and soon slaps his face. As Izuku saying, Rin, are you... Alright, let's do this. No way in hell I'm going to lose. You got that? As those who are around Ren were basically saying, what's with him? He looks like he's weird. As saying, yeah, plus that tail. As Ibarra notices Ren and begins smiling, glad to see that he's not as nervous as everyone else here. Soon after, Midnight soon explains the first event of the sports festival, being the obstacle race, as she tells them that they'll be going in a circle around the stadium while the first one here back wins. As everyone prepares himself, and soon after, President Mike tells them to all go. As everyone makes it to the entrance, President Mike soon asks, so Aizawa, as my co-commentary, what do you think is going to be everyone's first problem? As he soon says, the door. After that, the entire, entrance begins freezing over as many people's feet begin being encased in ice as Shoto blitzes right through everyone and becoming the first one out. However, many people in Class 1A were able to get out as soon as possible. Alongside Ren, for him to get out of the ice, he actually burned the ice that was in front of him and was able to catch up as soon as possible, creating a small miniature flamethrower in his hands. As it takes a while to focus, and he has to look where he's going to use it, However, as soon as he gets through the ice, he does pretty well for himself, with everyone else making it as well. He was worried about Izuku, but decides not to bother, and tries his best to get through. and just tries the best to win for himself and to show that he can become a hero. As President Mike commentaries that most of Class 1A was able to get by easily, with a couple people from Class 1B as well. As Rin was also thinking about, well, Shirazu as well, and thinking hoping she got out without any problems too. But he has to remember that he needs to keep his focus. He can't focus on anything else instead of trying to win. There, he keeps going and going until they reach their second obstacle, being the 0 point robots alongside a couple of the point robots during the entrance exam. As he sees one of the zero pointers basically destroyed easily by Shoto's ice, as Ren gets a little bit frustrated that it took him almost every one powerful slash of his sword to cut the robot in half with his fire. But he can't use this now. He needs to save it when he can for a special occasion. Then just keeps on focusing on running as fast as he can. Ren is kind of fat, is pretty fast for himself. Even if he did pull out the sword, he would only have 5 minutes to use it, and he can't keep on relying on it. But so he just relies on his natural speed in the process. He also goes through a couple other obstacles through the race, being the gap obstacle course, where there's basically nothing but a big pole, where Ren is, he struggles quite a bit in this one, because he's not really graceful when it comes to himself. So instead of being in 4th place like he was before, he's now at least in the 10th place, which he really hates the fact that he is in that. But he still is able to catch up with at least a couple other people that passed him a while ago. And soon after, he notices that Izuku is right behind him, and glad to see him that he's able to keep up. But realize that he has a piece of one of the robots, that were destroyed during the second obstacle, and realize that Izuku has a plan. Maybe I should try and tag along in a way. As he soon thinks, as they now reach the final obstacle, being the minefield, with both Bakugo and Shoto trying to fight for first place, as Izuku begins digging up tons of mines, just like he would do in his original plan, with Ren realizing, hey, Izuku, need some help? As he's saying, wait, Ren? What are you? Hey, let me help you out. But don't we both need to? Hey, I think it should, if the two of us make it in the first place, just think how much that will piss off both Katsuki and Todoroki. As he begins thinking, well, come on, man. As Izuku says, why the hell not? Let's do it. As both Izuku and Ren basically dig up tons of mines, as they got enough. There, Izuku says, hold on tight. As soon after, they both jump on all the mines that they digged up, and now are blasted into the air, propelling them forward. As soon after, President Mike is surprised. Whoa! It seems both Izuku Midoriya and Rin Okumura basically work together to get farther ahead in the obstacle course. As soon after, both Bakugo and Shoto see this and says, Deku, Rin, you bastards, get back here! And that, Shoto basically made a beeline for the end of the obstacle race soon. But they knew that they were losing altitude and they wouldn't be able to catch up. As Ren says, here, give me that. as he soon throws the shrapnel metal right between both Shoto and Bakugo, basically knocking them back, with Ren grabbing Izuku and landing them both, and both of them landing safely, with Bakugo and Shoto trying to catch their bearings after what just happened, as the two ran as fast as they can. Bakugo screaming, "You damn bastards! Get back here!" As Shoto soon runs as fast as he can, with the one taking first place being Izuku, and second place being Ren, third place being, Shoto, and fourth place being, Bakugo. After that, everyone else arrives just like in order, but in different spots. Seeing that Ren was able to get second place, there, everyone is surprised to see this, as Ren soon goes up to Izuku saying, "Nice work, man. That was awesome. Amazing, if anything." As Izuku saying, "Haha, thanks, Ren. I'm surprised that you were struggling that much to get ahead in the sports festival." As he's saying, "Why do you say that?" "Well, to be honest, you could have. Every time you try using your quirk, you only focus into one part of yourselves. Don't you let it flow throughout your body? Because honestly, that's just how I do it. I don't even think about it. It just happens." As he soon hears this, his entire mind begins to shatter and says, "Why the hell did I not think of that?" As Ren says, Izuku? Izuku? Midoriya? Izuku, hey!" As he begins shaking his childhood friend. Right after that, as everyone finally arrives, Midnight soon explains that the second event of the sports festival will begin, and that being the cavalry battle. As there will be a team of four. You can, as long as there are two people on the same team, then that's all that matters. However, four people would be way much more easier for everyone. After that, she soon explains on how many points depending on the place you came in, and the person with the highest points being first place, and those points being 10 million points. As everyone soon looks at Izuku, as even Izuku looks at Ren, and all that he sees is basically a devil-ass smile, as he soon says, "Not you too, Ren," as saying, "I'm sorry, it's just too goddamn tempting." After that, everyone begins going into their teams, as Izuku begins struggling on who he wants for his team, as Ren says, "Well, that's to be expected. Honestly, you'll be the biggest target on for everyone else to get. And seeing that you barely use your quirk, I guess that's also a big factor as well." As say, "Wow, come on, this really sucks." After that, soon after, Ibarra soon came up to Ren saying, "Ren, do you wish to join me and my team? As we plan on working together as possible." As Ren saying, "But we're in different classes. I mean, that's a downside, but..." I saying, "Oh, I know. I just would like you to be a part of my team." As Ren thinks, "I appreciate it a lot. However, I think I'd rather stay with my best friend. He's gonna need me by his side. You understand, right?" As he hopes that she's not mad, as saying, "I understand. You want to be there for your friend when others cannot. I truly do. I hope you do well in this event." As she soon bows and says, "I will pray for you, Ren." As Ren says later, as Izuku begins saying, "So, that's Ibarra Shirazu, the girl you like?" As Ren begins blushing like crazy, saying, "Shut up!" As Izuku began laughing. After that, Ren also begin laughing. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry if this video seems a little short. I'm actually have something to take care of before this recording. Please, after that, please like and subscribe and comment down below, which helps out my channel a lot. At any rate, this is Mooky, signing out. Later.